Hi everyone, Amy here with Never Grew Up Vacations. I am one of the travel agents who works for our agency, and in today's video, we are going to be touring you around Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas. Currently, this ship is ported in Port Canaveral, Florida, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Orlando. The Independence of the Seas is doing shorter sailings right now, so we are headed on a weekend cruise ourselves over St. Patrick's Day weekend. Those weekend sailings go from Friday to Monday. The boat boards back up, and then the second sailing in a week that the ship does is a Monday to a Friday, and then it boards back up for the weekend. So if you're looking to do a shorter cruise out of the Orlando area, especially if it's accessible to you, you can see the 3 and 4 night sailings out of Port Canaveral. Now, Port Canaveral does also have longer sailings, your week long. Of course, Miami, Fort Lauderdale are big ports down here in Florida, all of which Royal Caribbean sails from. So Independence is a little bit of an older ship. It's been in service for a couple years now, but it's gotten a couple of refurbishments. It also has gone through what we call the amplification process with Royal Caribbean, which just means that there's some really cool features now on board and some upgrades. So I'm super excited to show you kind of what some of those upgrades are. If you've been on any of the same class of ship, like the Explorer of the Seas, the ships are almost identical in terms of layout. It does have that big promenade in the center of the ship, which really is a hub for all the entertainment and excitement. Plenty of bars, shops, restaurants on board, a couple specialty dining, which we are going to do. So just gonna show you the ship, and let's take a look at the Independence of the Seas. And here we are in our stateroom. I'm excited to show you our Oceanview room. We do have a very large porthole window, but the big ones, not the little ones you're imagining. So this room is 3560 for reference. So you'll be able to pull that up on a map if you'd like to see where that is. It is located on deck number 3, and it's really close to the Royal Promenade Theater. So let me turn you all around and show you this room. All right, and here is our stateroom tour. So when you come into the room, you do get the closet, which of course includes your life jackets. Hopefully I don't need those. You do have your safe, and you do have your ladders for your bunk beds. This room comfortably sleeps 4, which I'll show you where those bunk beds are in just a moment. As you come through the entry hallway, you do have your bathroom here, which does have your standard cruise shower with doors, no shower curtain here, which is real nice. If anybody knows, they know. And then you do have your vanity here, plenty of mirrors, as well as your shelving for some storage there. You do have a vanity that does have tons of drawer space to store your goods and whatnot. You also have a TV pulls out and swivels, which is super handy. And then there is a fridge down here to keep some beverages. Here is the bed itself. I'll come back to the bed in just a moment. So in this corner here, there sometimes is a couch. We only have an armchair, so just kind of note that for this specific room. Here is the room. This is a king size bed. And then up here are your bunk beds, both pull down, and then the ladders come out. So each of these side tables does come with a little drawer, no outlets directly on the wall. Your outlets are located by the mirror, and then there's our nice big porthole window. Whenever you're sailing out of Port Canaveral, be sure to check the launch schedule. In this case, we were able to see a SpaceX rocket launch off the back of the ship. It was so cool. For the purpose of this tour, we are going to start at the top and work our way down. We're currently on deck number 13, which is where Independence Dunes is located, which is the mini golf course. As we start making our way around the upper decks, you'll notice a clip here of the solarium. The solarium is the adult-only area and pool located on the Independence of the Seas. The Sky Lounge is a bar that is located on deck number 12. This spot easily has some of the best sunset views for the evening. The main pool area is located on deck number 11, although the seating for it spans on 11, 12, and 13. We noticed that there were plenty of sun chairs and didn't have any issues getting one any days of our trip. In addition to the movie Under the Stars screen, the Independence of the Seas has Splashaway Bay, which is a great kiddie area for kids to enjoy and play around in. One of the best parts about being on a cruise is the 365-degree views. This view is off the deck in Nassau. Do you have an adventurous side? On deck number 13 is the sports court area that has a whole bunch of cool enhancements that were recently implemented during the amplification process. One of those being the Flow Rider. The Perfect Storm is a set of slides that are open most days during the pool hours. In most cases, all of these things that you are seeing are included in your sailing fare. Moving down to deck number 12 is where all of the kids' clubs are located. As you'll see in these clips here, the kids' clubs are broken up by age group. This whole section, known as Adventure Ocean, provides a full set of activities for kids of all ages. This is a great way for families to still have great vacations together, but then enjoy some time doing their own separate things. On deck number 11 is the Windjammer Market, which is the buffet area on board. As part of the amplification process, a Giovanni's Table and Chop's Grill was also added to this area. Both of those restaurants are specialty dining that are an additional charge, but the buffet is included in your sailing fare. A new update on board the Independence of the Seas is that fish and chips is included in the price of your cruise. Previously, it was an additional charge to dine at this location. Heading back up to deck number 14 for just a moment is the Suite Lounge. If you decide to book a suite for your cruise cabin, you do have access to the Suite Lounge, which is open for light bites and beverages in the evening. Right next to the Suite Lounge is the Viking Crown Lounge. This doubles as a great relaxed space as well as a nightclub in the evening. There are a number of bars up here, and this area provides the best views of the ocean during the day. Now let's head down to the promenade, where a lot of exciting things happen on board. Spanning over decks number 3, 4, and 5 is the main dining room. The main dining room is split up between traditional dining with a 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock seating and my time dining, which is fluid. The promenade is a great area to hang out with a number of bars that we'll start to see here. The first one we are going to look at is the Champagne Bar. It's important to note that alcohol is not included in your sailing fare. What is included is light beverages such as juices, coffees, and teas, and water. If you do choose to buy either the soda package or the alcohol package, there is an additional cost involved, which you can add on after booking your cruise. Continuing along the promenade, you'll notice a number of duty-free shops as well as a Ben & Jerry's ice cream, which is an additional charge. I also want to note the rooms that you see with the windows overlooking the promenade. This room is considered an interior promenade view room. Still an interior room, but you do get a window to look out. The coffee shop in the promenade does offer complimentary coffee in addition to Starbucks beverages. The Starbucks beverages are an additional charge, but are included in the alcohol package. On select evenings in the promenade, it does turn into a dance party. During our sailing, which was only a 3-night sailing, we did have a 70s disco party on the last evening, which was a blast. Looking for some alcoholic beverage tastings? At Vintages during the day, there are a number of bourbon and wine samplings that you can pre-book using your cruise planner. All throughout your cruise, you'll notice a variety of live entertainment that are hosted in a lot of the venues that you're seeing here in this clip. As I previously mentioned, there is an option to add on a soda package as part of your cruise fare. The soda package does include the Coke Freestyle machines, which are located throughout the ship. Continuing on deck number 5 is the Star Lounge. The Star Lounge is a public area that is used for a number of activities, including karaoke in the evening, and on this case is an art gallery during the day. Moving down to deck number 5 is Izumi. Izumi is a hibachi-style specialty dining restaurant that is an additional charge. During our sailing, we did do a night at Izumi and it was really amazing. We really enjoyed the hibachi and the food was really spectacular. Additional specialty dining restaurants on this specific ship are Chop's Grill as well as Giovanni's Table. All of these can be pre-booked using your cruise planner. Located right outside of Izumi is the Schooner Bar. The Schooner Bar is a Royal Caribbean classic that features piano music in the evening. The Independence of the Seas has a very large Casino Royale. Added during the amplification process is Playmaker's Sports Bar and Arcade. Although the food here is an additional charge, the drinks are included within your drink package if you choose to add one. This is obviously a great spot to watch some sporting events. Located right outside of Playmakers is Boleros. Boleros is a Latin-style music venue that gets very popular and lively in the evenings with tons of live music. Located on deck number 3 is Studio B, the ice rink. On select evenings, you can see an ice production. Although I didn't film a clip, I also wanted to mention that currently Grease is playing on board this ship. I also did want to mention that located on board, there is a spa and fitness center that span across 2 decks. It's a very large facility. And there was our ship tour of the Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas. It is such a fun ship, and especially since it just received an amplification a few years ago, it has a lot of those really cool flashy features that are super fun for families of all ages. If you're looking to book Independence of the Seas or any other Royal Caribbean ship or any other cruise, you can find our information at nevergrowupvacations.com. Our email is listed there as well, and I'll be sure to drop that in the description down below. My name is Travel Agent Amy. Thank you for joining us today, and cheers to more travel.